Oh, Dirk's just leaning up against that shed. I wonder if that's his shed. Let's take a look at the tropical update. Not going to belabor the point. We've already really looked at this, but we have our eyes on this area in yellow, and you've got that X marking a upper level low. We're trying to get the surface low going, maybe drifting back up into that yellow shaded area. Spending more time over the Gulf means a strengthening storm, but keep in mind, if it spends more time over the Gulf, that means it's moving a little bit further to the west. So in order for it to strengthen, it has to kind of move away from Jacksonville, meaning while it could get stronger, those rain chances would thusly inversely diminish for the first coast as we get to Sunday, Monday. If it stays more of a broad, messier low, well, then we're dealing with a rainier event. Kind of a little backwards, but it has to kind of stay closer to land in order for us to get the rainfall from it. Here's what I mean. So here's radar right now, and look at who's just getting absolutely pounded. Tampa's been dealing with just unbelievable amounts of lightning, absurd amounts of lightning, and still happening just west of 75 and west of Gainesville there. But here locally, Palatka, I mean, we've had 164 lightning strikes monitored within this storm just in the last 15 minutes. So that's moving up towards Interlachen and downtown Palatka. Strong gusty winds with that, but the real threat would be the lightning. Same up towards Lake City there and 75. Here's the upper and middle level trough that is extending into the Gulf, and at the base of this, current modeling would suggest that low gets developed, kind of drifting there through the warm waters, the bath waters of the Gulf in those upper 80s. So that's would be the potential for some strengthening. But notice this is Sunday at 5. And notice kind of the projected, at least this model's guidance of where some rain bands could line up with this. So maybe that 75 corridor, kind of our western areas. Before, really kind of drifts even further to the west. But that's just one model. There's multiple that show not as organized strengthening and just kind of meandering as an open, broad, messy low, which would mean a rainier event for us. But let's look at some more guidance. Let's come a little bit closer to home. We go through the rest of the evening with those storms kind of staying mainly west of downtown, closer to 75, lifting into southeast Georgia tonight. So Waycross by 8, 9 o'clock could be getting in some of those thunderstorms. Our Saturday looks like a typical summer afternoon, maybe a quick isolated thunderstorm here in northeast Florida and southeast Georgia. So this would be 6 o'clock, modeling indicating a few showers and thunderstorms out there, primarily west. That's our storm zone tomorrow, kind of west of the St. Johns River. With this southeastern flow off the beach, kind of keeps our beaches relatively dry. So a good beach day for you Saturday is just going to be oppressively hot all the way out to the sand. So keep that in mind. Sunday, some tropical humidity moving in. And kind of that closer look at the potential banding. This would be 4 o'clock. So showing kind of those waves of rain possible. Other thing with this, these will be moving awfully fast. So if you get caught underneath one of these showers later in the day, I think most of your morning is going to be okay, early afternoon. It's when we get to 4 or 5 o'clock, we start to see a few extra kind of tropically induced showers move in, but they're zipping by. I mean, you might be under these for 10 to 15 minutes as we get into Sunday, and then kind of extending into Monday with a few showers up and down the 95 corridor, what we would expect this time of year along that sea breeze. So here's your 7-day forecast, still highlighting Sunday, Monday. Just want you weather aware. I want you to continue to check in with us.